Hello, 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 everybody! Welcome to the Kathy J Show. I am Kathy J, and thank you so much for tuning in today. You know, I love spending time with you, so thank you. I love the fact that you like spending time with me, too. Remember, you can always catch up on anything that you might have missed. Just go to kathyjshow.com, or if you want to see some shows again, which a lot of you do, and I love that, please go to kathyjshow.com. Thank you so much. Okay, so today we are going to talk about our wellness, my wellness and your wellness. So how you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? I love Wendy. All right, so you know what? Here's the thing. Wellness is it's more than just nutrition and working out, okay? Wellness is as much mental as it is physical. And we've talked a lot about mental health on this show, and today we're going to talk about the physical side, the weight loss side, the hormone replacement side. Some people call it HRT, hormone replacement for short. So, and it's not as scary as it sounds, everybody, and I'm talking about the hormone therapy, not the weight loss. Okay, everybody, I want you to just raise your hand really fast. Raise your hand if you can relate to getting older. Raise your hand if you can relate to feeling worn down, feeling your skin start changing. Raise your hand if the stress is getting the best of you, if you're not sleeping as much. There you go. Any of you could go and talk to Dr. Hoven about hormone replacement therapy, because hormone replacement therapy boosts your hormone levels and restores your body function. Well, what does that mean, Kathy? Well, for me, it means I sleep better at night. It means I have a lot more energy. It means my skin feels tighter. It means that today when I put on my dress, it fit and I had some room in it, but the pantyhose were still tight. But here's the thing, it's for men and women, everybody, and hormone replacement therapy goes way beyond what you normally think it would go. It can help you with so many problems you weren't even aware of. You feel it when your body isn't balanced, right? Something's always off. It's like uncomfortable. It's like that t-shirt that you wear and something's just not right with the shirt, and the whole day you're like, what's going on here? What is happening? That's how it feels when you're unbalanced in your hormones. You're tugging all day, you're never comfortable, you're never 100. But when your hormones are balanced out, woo, it's like a whole other world. You're operating like a well-oiled machine. You are supercharged. Everything is working together to get you through the day as the best you. Who doesn't want that? You know, on my journey in life, okay, I've always kind of been this way. Excuse me. My cord keeps popping out. But you know what? I've always kind of been this way. So give or take, you know, and I've tried this diet plan, I've tried that diet plan, and I found I was struggling because of a lot of mental blocks, but also I had some health issues happening, and I have a sugar addiction. There's a monster that lives inside of me. But then I started with FitMD and Dr. Hoven, and you're going to meet him in a couple of minutes. And we started with what needs to happen when you're trying to lose weight. We started with my DNA, my blood work, a real in-depth look at my blood work. And then I started on the hormones that FitMD suggested, and woo! I feel 10 years younger. Like I literally came in 2 days after starting the therapy, and I came into it and I proclaimed to the staff, Kathy J is rising out of the Phoenix. I actually did do that. So the people at FitMD are changing my life and so many others. Today I want you to meet them and see why I chose them as one of my partners for the Kathy J Show. It's about living your best life, everybody. We will be right back. Kathy J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. All right, everybody, let's get this show going. Welcome back to the Kathy J Show. Today we're talking about weight loss and hormone replacement therapy. It's a journey that I just started, and there's a lot of firsts that I'm experiencing. FitMD has made it all possible for me, and Dr. Jim Hoven, the COO of FitMD, is here to tell us more about what they do. Yay, Jim! Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. This has been a long time coming. You and I have talked, and You were so kind. Remember our first meeting where we did a podcast together?
It was like in April. Yeah, April or May. Yes.
And that started all of this. Now look where we are.
I know. It's the coolest thing ever. I love you so much. I love you. You have really changed my life. Like, you've really saved me, and we'll get into a lot more of that. So let's talk about you really fast, because I want everybody to know you're a Denver kid.
I am.
You grew up in like Sheridan, Alameda, that area?
I did, yeah.
That's
We grew
awesome.
up around there, went to a high school and a small Christian school, you know, and got to play sports and do all that thing. So for me, being here means so much, and just the lifestyle, the Colorado lifestyle, what we are brought up with to do, the opportunities we have. It's so cool to be able to have the energy and the ability to just do whatever you want because you're feeling good.
Oh, no, that's exactly it, the key. You're feeling good. This is your wife? Is that your wife we just showed a picture of? I'm sorry.
I missed her.
Oh, you missed her there.
I missed her. I was looking at you. Sorry, babe.
Right, sorry, babe. We love you. What is her name?
Shauna.
Shauna, and how long have you been married?
We've been married 21 years.
21 years, and how many kids?
We have 4 kids.
Wow.
And they're older, so we're so cool because they go from, we just had one that turned 25, all the way up to 36. So
Oh, my goodness.
we're in the part of life now where, you know, hey, what do you need? We'll do this for you, but you're on your own, and just watching them grow, so cool.
Oh, no, that's a beautiful part. But here's you enjoying the outdoor life.
Yes, yes.
Yes, you like to fish.
Love to fly fish, love to be outside, and just a great time.
Oh, my God, that dog is huge.
Yeah.
What is that?
Those are, we had 3 of them. The one on the left, that was the mama. The one on the right's the dad, and the one in the middle is the baby. We just lost the mama, but the dad weighs 200 pounds, and that one that you see in the front, she weighs 165. So they're big dogs.
What? I'd love to weigh 165. I can't wait to weigh one.
On our way.
Yes, we're on our way. Hey, what breed is that?
They're called Boz Shepherds, B-O-Z. They're from Turkey.
They are cool and huge.
Special dogs, amazing.
All right, so let's talk about FitMD.
Okay.
All right, so what is FitMD? How did it come to be?
FitMD is it's a unique concept in a very crowded space, in that there's a lot of people now saying, how do we get healthy? What do we do?
Yeah.
And what role does hormones play?
Yes.
Well, FitMD came from the mind of Dr. Ramos, and Dr. Ramos, a busy guy, he does all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And he was noticing that his life was really good, but he was off mentally. He's like, why do I feel like this?
Like the fogginess.
Fogginess and almost a slight depression. And this guy is
not depressed.
No,
anything but a depressed
anything but
person.
depressed.
Yeah.
And he said, I need to figure this out. So he went on a search, and he went to 2 different clinics that were for hormone replacement therapy. And as he went through their processes, they were very well-known clinics in town here. One guy, even from Vail, came all the way down, and he went through the whole process, and he said, this is missing something. This is missing a little bit of customization. It's missing this. And being the science guy that he is, he dove deep, created the program, and that's it was his brainchild. And it's been about 5 years ago that the company started.
That's awesome. But you also, it's also your brainchild. You are so much involved in this.
I am.
Yes. So you are all about making sure that that people come in, and I immediately felt that it was different the minute I walked through that door.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so tell people about that personal touch that you felt was missing that you add in.
Absolutely. So there are many clinics that do HRT, and a lot of them say, hey, we're going to do a blood test, and we're going to check this out, and then we're going to put you on dosages. And unfortunately, sometimes they're so busy. This is not to knock their intention, but they're so busy that everybody gets kind of the same cookie cutter treatment.
Right.
So if you're a male, you get this much testosterone, you get this and this and this.
And there's no way that's accurate, because we're all different.
No, in fact, just to go to the point, my levels, so I'm a patient, I'm not just part of the clinic, I'm a patient, and my levels are way lower of medicine that I receive than the average person in our program, just because that's what my body needs.
Right,
you know?
exactly. And it wouldn't be what that man's body needs.
That's right.
I think it's amazing that you have kids 25 to 35, or I'm sitting here staring at you and I'm like, you're 36. So obviously.
Thank you, but no.
So I'm glad you just said, so you do take the hormone replacement therapy.
I do, and I have, my reason is different. So the way that I like to break this out is some people just feel like crap. They don't feel well.
Yes.
And there's something that draws them into HRT, whether they need to, and our concept is to live optimized, Kathy. If we can live optimized, all our dreams can come true. The energy's there, the vitality's there, and some people get there by coming down, right? If they need to lose weight or go through that process, that's kind of coming down to living optimized.
Right.
Some people, like myself, we need to come up to live optimized. So for me, it wasn't about not being fit. It wasn't about not getting a lot done. It wasn't about not being able to do the things.
Right, because you've always been a fit person.
That's
right.
been something I've been blessed with.
Yes.
On that side is
You've
just,
worked hard at it. Don't be so humble.
well, I've put
Yes.
time into it, but I noticed, and so, I'm 54 now, and so this was been 3 years ago. I noticed that I could do everything, but I'd lost the edge.
Okay.
And so I'm the one that, the patient that came in for the performance maximization. So you got people that feel bad that need to come up. You got people that are performing that say, I just need the edge. And then you got people that say, I need to come down to get to living optimized. And that's where the beauty, that's where I live, is just keeping a real narrow window so that I can be my best self.
You know what? And that's exactly right. And you allow all of us to be our best self. But I think that blood work is very important, because all of us go to our doctors every year, and the doctor does the blood work.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, you're in this range. You're in this range. You're in this range. And then you and Danielle, who's been awesome in helping us, you've seen her on my lives. You guys explained, just because you're here doesn't mean that's good. And so you gave me a little bit more to put me in the middle, and everything that you gave me, I feel like it really did make my body just all of a sudden click. Like it just clicked, where we were like, now we feel good. Now it's time for us to put all of our energy into trying to lose the weight, because it's been our struggle our whole life. So I felt like you gave me soldiers in my body.
I love that when you said that earlier.
Right.
Like, that is so good.
That's how it feels. It's a kind of a holistic approach, do you think?
It is, because the hormones, there's a big misconception about there. There's several types of hormones out there, and there's different structures that they come in. One is a bioidentical hormone, which means it's just like what the body makes. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And then there's a completely synthetic hormone, and that's what you read in the papers cause all this damage, cardiac damage, that kind of stuff. So it's far more on the synthetic than the bioidentical side.
I'm so glad you explained that.
Yeah,
right.
so we want to live in the bioidentical world. And here's the other thing, living optimized means being in the physiological range. So with Dr. Ramos and with Jessica, the fantastic physician's associate, the blood worker master,
and
she guides
the blood whisperer.
The blood whisperer, who also decides how do we work with the programs, and she does all this, and then Danielle and Jessica, I mean, our whole team.
It works together. It works
It's
together.
a symphony.
Yes, it is a symphony.
It's a symphony.
All right, so hold it right there,
Okay.
Dr. Hoven. Don't go away, everybody. There's so much more to talk about with Dr. Hoven. We will be right back.
Kathy J.
The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on.
Kathy J.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. So today we've been focusing on our health and wellness, being our best self in both mind and body, everybody. And as my guest, Dr. Hoven, says, it's all about living optimized. Thank you so much for being here today.
Again, so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. I'm loving it. So let's talk about the hormone replacement therapy. How do people know if it's right for them?
Well, first thing, from our perspective, again, there's different ways to go about this, but from our perspective, there's things that we need to know. So if someone's not feeling right, like we talked about earlier, either needing to come up or come down, what we want to see to know if they're a candidate for us is to say, okay, what's going on in your life? What are your symptoms and what are your goals?
Yes.
So you feel this and you want that, then we're going to look at biometrics and a thing called the InBody, and we're also going to look at the lab work. When we put that together, that's where we're going to know, number one, if you are a candidate and what your treatment plan should be. So that's the customized. So that's kind of the advanced version. But for the person sitting at home, if they're saying, I don't know why, but I just don't feel right. I'm off. I'm maybe a little foggy. My libido's off. My workouts, I can still do them, but I'm not getting the results. I'm really sleepy, or I'm not sleeping that well. My energy's down. Those are the kind of things, just a lack of well-being or performance would say where I'd be to start.
Yes, and then come get your blood work done at FitMD and
get it
start
checked
there.
out.
Absolutely. And you already said, there's me getting my blood taken.
There she is.
Yes, and there's producer
Mariana,
Mary.
look at that.
Yes, the producer Mary is also on the program with me, and she's having just as much success as I am. It's awesome. We love going there.
Oh, and
your staff is
and
awesome.
Yes, Jasmine, Mariana,
They're
Jenny,
awesome.
they're incredible.
They're incredible.
Yep.
So when the hormone replacement therapy, it's not just for older people. Like you said, it could be athletes that want to get that edge again, right? It could be, it's not for anyone older. But once you get on hormone replacement therapy, is it something I need to do forever? Did you get me back 10 years so now I can go again? How does it work?
Right. It's like, think of this. Anything that you start putting into your life, if you eat right, the longer you eat right, you get compound effects of that, right?
Yes.
And you're going to get the benefit. Same with testosterone therapy or HRT of any kind. Once you're on it and you find your levels, those levels you want to stay on to maintain the optimum function or living optimized. That said, over time, your needs can vary to that maybe when you needed this much, now you only need this much later in life. And I think you said something really important, that these types of groups that need that, older people for sure, as we age, our hormone levels drop.
Yeah.
We definitely need it. But people under a lot of stress, you'd be surprised how many civil servants, police officers, firefighters, people under stress, man, their hormone levels get sapped.
They're
and so
out of whack.
They need to get checked.
And you know what? That also goes into my next question. You do IV therapy, which helps people that might feel dragged under, that need a little pick-me-up.
Yes.
Yes, there's Mary getting a little pick-me-up.
Mary's picked up.
Tell us about the IV therapy you do.
So basically the IV therapy is all natural stuff. There's no medications in it like you would get in a hospital. Instead, it's vitamins, minerals, like supercharging you, and it's going right into the blood.
Yes.
So that now it doesn't have to process. So now you start feeling the effects right away. It could be used for general wellness and that kind of thing, or it can be used for immune system boosting. Vitamin C IVs, if you're not feeling well, come get it. It's
Go
called
get
the
a
Myers
boost, everybody.
with vitamin C, and bam, it's like rocket ship to health.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And with the hormone replacement therapy, I mean, do you notice, maybe some sex drive gets better and stuff like that?
As they say, bow chicka bow bow. Yeah,
It is a little bow chicka bow wow.
It definitely gets better. It changes the game. In fact, one thing I noticed along those lines, and not specifically about libido, but that certainly helps, is for me, being on for 3 years now, my sleep got better in the sense that I could do more with less sleep. Because before, if I didn't get enough sleep, I was wrecked. Now, if I have some days where my sleep is off, and sleep's critically important, by the way, I can still function really well, even over days and days of that. So that's been a big benefit.
No, it's awesome. It's totally awesome. Way to go, Shauna. But I'm on this awesome weight loss journey. And I think that what made a difference for me was definitely the group, the staff, when I go to see them every week. There they are every week.
Look at that beautiful team.
And the blonde lady right there, that's
rock
Danielle.
Yes, rock star.
She's my rock star, everybody, and you'll definitely meet this staff when you go to FitMD. But you see them every week, and it really helps because Danielle has taught me a lot of tricks. She's talked out issues with me, and that machine that you have for the weight loss, which says the InBody. You can't be cheating everybody, so it makes you just want to do right and now I look forward to it. It's like a drug. I can't wait to step on that scale and see how much visceral fat I might have lost.
That's so important, right?
Yes,
visceral fat, that's a health determiner for sure.
Yeah, that's the fat that's all around your organs. You don't need all that in there. So, I love all of the machines and the way you approach it, because I feel like you guys have done the homework and you're doing it responsibly for us to get the benefits of it.
We really want to do that. It's so important because everyone has a different journey. The pace is different. Where they're at is different. Their motivation, and we have to take all that into account. And just think about this. If you are around people every day at work and at home, if they don't know what you feel, they don't know what you're experiencing, they can only support you to a certain level. We see these people every single day, and so we feel what they need, and we can give them something that maybe they can't get because the people around them don't understand their journey quite the same. So we try to fill that role as well.
But also it makes me feel better because you know what's going to go with my blood, what my blood is telling you. You guys knew my age without me telling you my age. That's how in depth our blood is. That's how much it talks. So the fact that you just enhance, like you said, what's the word for it's the
living optimized?
No, not living optimized. It's not. You're just recreating the hormone that our bodies.
Oh, the bioidentical.
Bioidentical. That's amazing that you guys do that.
Yes.
And you go, and it's everything from testosterone and progesterone.
Yes, estrogen, thyroid, like any of the basics that we need. And it's so funny because our doctors in the medical world are trained on all the basics of this, but the nuances. So sometimes people can have a normal blood panel, but when you put it together with all the other pieces, so their hormone says good, but when you put together the other pieces, it's not right for that person. So for example, quick example, testosterone, if you have a high total testosterone, that doesn't mean you have good levels of testosterone, because how much free testosterone do you have and how much is bound up and not usable? If we don't get that straight, that ratio right, you can have a doctor say your hormones look normal, but in fact you're totally sapped of the ability for testosterone to be used. That's where it gets to be an art instead of just a science.
That is awesome, Dr. Hoven. That's awesome. So to learn more about FitMD and everything Dr. Hoven just said, all of the amazing services that they offer, just go to fitmdusa.com. We'll be right back. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Kathy J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of The Kathy J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness. It's time to say goodbye, everybody, but I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for hanging out with me this half hour. It just means the world to me that you hang out with me, so thank you. You can always find more Kathy J at kathyjshow.com. I love you guys, so thank you. All right, also, thank you, Dr. Hoven, for
My
stopping
pleasure.
by.
Thank you for
Yay!
having me. So much fun.
Okay, so before I let you go, let's talk about hormone replacement and weight loss one more time. If people come to see FitMD, it's a free consultation for the weight loss.
Yes.
And we're going to give 10% off the initial blood work for the blood work.
Right, just to make it easy so that they can check it out, see what's going on, and see what they need, how we can help them if they need our help at all.
Exactly, and all you have to do is say you saw it on the Kathy J Show to get that 10% off. Okay, so what final words to everybody about living optimized?
Remember, really it's all about knowing what you want, taking care of yourself, and seeing, are you getting the results that you want? If you are, stay on track. If not, look at doing something that's going to take you to where you want to go. Hopefully we can be part of that, having a support system, friends like Kathy J and the other people in your life. Be a great support and get supported.
I love you, Dr. Hoven. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you.
No, thank you.